Hello, my name is Jaime Chavarria, and I am a licensed marriage and family therapist. I work with Cassie at a middle school within the Ravenswood School District at East Palo Alto. And today I'm here to do a short presentation for you on creating a media plan with your teen or tween. Okay. So I think what's most important for you, or as you are introducing this plan with your child, you want to lay the groundwork. What that means is express curiosity and just have a conversation with them about what they like about their phone, what they use most on it, what they enjoy about the apps that they use, what do they like about social media, what do they get out of TikTok, what other, interests do they have, and just listen and be non-judgmental. It's just really a chance for you to get to know their thinking, and help them feel listened to and understood regarding what is important to them and what they like and get out of it. I also feel like it's really important just to foster the relationship. And this is something that's across the board important, whether you are creating a media plan with your child or anything that you want to do with your child. It's really important to, foster that connection, stay connected with your child. I recommend at a minimum weekly hangout times. So it's really more about quality time, not so much quantity. So even if, we get busy and all you can do is 15, 20, or 30 minutes a week, that's fine. Just having that really special time with just you and your child doing something together, having fun. Maybe it's just sitting on the couch and talking, but that you're really there, paying attention, spending quality time with them. When you're able to really maintain that connection and foster the relationship, it's going to go a lot smoother when you want to implement more rules or structure around how they use their phone or other devices. So some rules to implement. One thing you want to talk to them about is the various needs that we all need as humans, and how are they getting those needs met. So we start with like physical needs, food and sleep. Are they eating at least 3 times a day, or are they skipping meals because they're spending hours watching YouTube videos? Are they getting enough sleep at night? If these needs aren't getting met, then that would be an area where you can implement, some structure or a rule about when they can or cannot use their phone or play video games, whatever device. And then we have other needs. Are they keeping up with schoolwork? Are they attending their classes? Are they getting distracted by having their phone? Maybe while they're in class, that's a time where they can't have their phone. Is there certain homework times that could be a time where they don't have their phone? And that they're meeting other needs. They're connecting with family, hanging out with family, connecting with friends. Are they doing extracurriculars? Are they getting outside and moving in some way? So, look at if all those needs are being met or not. And if they are lacking in a certain need, looking at, is the device impacting that? So, and if so, that could be an area where you might implement a rule about when they can or can't use it. So going along with that, just identifying certain screen-free times. Big ones are when we're sitting down at dinner, there's no phones. Some people do when we're in the car, unless maybe it's a really long car ride, that we aren't on our phones. This is a time where we talk and, sing to the radio or whatever. Maybe it's a family event. Instead of them having their phone and like sitting in the corner not interacting, maybe it's a time where you keep their phone for an hour or two because it's time to hang out with family. So figure out what works for your family. What are certain screen-free times that are important doing homework. Maybe you guys do a family movie night on Fridays, whatever it is, that there are certain times where we're not going to be on our phone or playing video games, whatever it is, we're going to be engaging. And then a big one that I really implement with families a lot is the device curfew. So what this means is at a certain time, maybe, like 10 p.m., for example, the phone gets turned in and, you can charge it in your room. They can turn it off if they like, that's fine. But a lot of teens are losing sleep because they have their phones at night and they're staying up late, playing on their phone, watching videos, or they get notifications in the middle of the night that they can't ignore. So this is really important, and a big way for them to get that sleep need met is that their phones are going to be in another room, turned in, charging at night, and they can get it back in the morning. And that's another thing I want to point out is just like any of these screen-free times that you're letting them know when they can get it back. Anyone can experience some anxiety when they're without their phone. So letting them know you'll get it back in an hour, or when the movie's over, you can have your phone back. When you turn it in at night, you'll get it in the morning when they wake up. Whatever it is, letting them know when they can get it back so that they have less anxiety during that period. I also just want to briefly go over staying safe online. This is just another conversation to have with your child, especially if they're getting a phone for the first time, talking about digital citizenship, how to act appropriately online within social media, that they are being kind to others, that they're not sending inappropriate photos, things like that. And if they, are they sticking up for friends who are being maybe bullied online? Things like that, just how to act appropriately and respectfully online. And adding to that, digital safety rules, basic things like, having a private profile, not friending people that they don't know, not sharing their location, not sharing, address or any other personal information. That they, you can go through the privacy settings with them on the apps and, and get that set up so that they are, that they're safe. We talk to our young kids about not talking to strangers. And I think that can really be applied to online as well. We need to have that conversation about how to be safe online because, sometimes bad things can happen. And that's another part of like having the connection with them, staying curious and having ongoing conversations with your teen. You want them to be able to come to you if, there is something inappropriate going on or something uncomfortable for them. Maybe they're feeling bullied or they're being asked to share something that they don't feel comfortable with, that they can come to you with that situation and you can help navigate it with them. Lastly is the follow through. So while you are creating these maybe screen-free times or other rules, it may also be important for you to reflect on your own use because you want to model good behavior. And the rules are going to apply to you too. If you guys decide that there's no phones at dinner, then that has to be for you as well. This is a chance for the whole family to talk and connect. And other important things, just modeling no texting while driving or while crossing the street, that we have, like we're paying attention and our eyes aren't down at our phone. So it's important to model the behavior that you want your child to follow as well. And then being consistent. If there are certain rules or structure put in place that you are following through on that. If you're going to ask them to turn their phones in at night, something that happens every night and not just, once or twice. When we're consistent and we follow through on what we are saying, our kids are more likely to trust us. They're more likely to stay on board. there's going to be less resistance because they're going to take you seriously and not get this idea that, oh, well, if I argue enough, then, you know, they'll give in and I can get out of it. So being consistent is really important. If you would like to make your own media plan with your child, you can go to healthychildren.org and you can adapt it for the age of your child. And you guys can work together to create this plan of healthy media use. You can even print it out and it can be somewhat like a contract between you guys. And it's always something that you guys can go back to and edit or change as they get older. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this was helpful.